Hey everybody, it's Ray's Readings and Oyuk. We are back again for another extended reading. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We're going to do things the same way that I've been doing them for a while now. I'm just going to be pulling from a different deck that is more on theme. So before we get into anything today, guys, I'm just going to give you all a very quick explanation of my buddy here, Oyuk. So this is Oyuk. He is handmade by me. He was an idea that was channeled to me last year, sometime in 2020 through Spirit. They let me know that this little fluffy teal friend wanted to come through. He wanted to be manifested in the physical so that he could be here to encourage me to be able to speak my truth, as well as to support me on a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual level. So he is not just a prop or a stuffed animal or something that I purchased. He is handmade by me, one of a kind. Basically like a spirit guide channeled into this physical form. All right, guys, so that's just a very quick explanation about him. If you want to know more, there are some videos out there, some things that you can check out. There's a video on my Instagram called Explaining My Fluffy Friends. I also have some posts about different fluffy friends I've made, and the descriptions say a little bit more. And then I do have a Patreon page. There's about 4 or 5 other videos over there right now talking about them in more depth and detail, the process of making them and the purpose and all that good stuff. So before we get into more of your cards, guys, let's start off with the singing bowl. Join in together for some energetic cleaning, clearing, cleansing, and just overall getting ourselves in the right mindset for this reading today. All right, guys, so let's do that. Alrighty, guys, I hope you are all doing well out there, staying safe, staying in love as much as possible, and staying away from fear as much as possible as well. So I am going to be pulling from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, so hopefully it's not going to be too racy for YouTube. I'm going to just try to show the cards very quickly and then not hold them to the screen too long, because there is some nudity in the deck, so hopefully it will be okay. But I thought, this is more on theme with the day that is at hand. So we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see more cards on the situation that came out. So definitely oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time talking. I definitely recommend watching part 1 that I recorded over on Instagram. If you haven't already, there's a link for that below. But basically a quick gist of the situation is it seems to be there's a partnership happening here where there might have been a little bit of miscommunication, misunderstanding in the past. One person was being more open and vulnerable than the other person, and the person who is being open and vulnerable was like, okay, I need you to open up a little bit and feel a little bit more comfortable and safe around me with sharing and things like that. So there was a bit of miscommunication, but that seems to be resolved, and both parties are on even ground now with being open and vulnerable and sharing and supporting each other, kind of going, back and forth on that. So I just highly recommend that you watch part 1 before you sit through this one. All right, so we have the 3 of Pentacles and the Judgment card coming out. I feel like those want to be upright. Yeah, so I'm getting that we've kind of rekindled a relationship here. The love, the passion, the romance, all of that good stuff. With this 3 of Pentacles, again, I'm not going to show for too long, but it's 2 people kissing. This guy is holding this woman up on a wall or something. She's all curled up in a ball, and they're just having a really, really passionate, beautiful moment, and all of the clothes are off from both people. And that was a detail that I was noticing in this 5 of Swords card that came out, is this man is fully clothed and the woman is being undressed. So again, that's to me the symbolism of one person being very vulnerable and the other person still being closed off and not at all open to that kind of thing. But again, that is balanced out with these 2 cards, the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords, where both people are kind of evenly vulnerable or taking turns being vulnerable with each other. So again, this to me is just illustration that we do have 2 people that are now on even grounds. They're both being open and raw and vulnerable, and that's why the passion and the connection is flowing so much more between them now, is because nobody is hiding anymore. We are just open. We are expressing our truth. We are being really passionate with each other. Yeah, so things are good. Things are flowing is what I'm getting from this Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles can also be about teamwork and collaboration. So we're working together better as a team, as a unit. We're not working as, two separate entities with two separate missions and views on life and goals and things like that. We're working as a unit now is what I'm getting. So we have the Judgment card. Again, I'm just going to show this really quick. I'm going to cover some things up. But we have the Judgment card. It's a man and a woman and a little kid in the middle, and they got ribbons wrapped around them and the little angel in the clouds up here. So Judgment is about resurrection. So again, it's like this, the passion, the connection has been resurrected in the relationship, where before it might have been dying down a little bit, or maybe not dying down, but just going a little bit stagnant, where one person is feeling it more so than the other person, or because one person wasn't feeling it and they were feeling uncomfortable and like, okay, I need you to kind of open up and be a little bit more vulnerable and raw and comfortable with me right now. Then it was making them shut down and kind of back off. And then the person who was already shut down, they were shutting down and backing off even more. So there really needed to be an overhaul, a rewiring and a reworking of this relationship. So that happened. The universe, the angels, the divine stepped in and made sure that happened, because what I'm getting is we have the Chariot card in reverse. It's like, there is something like it's kind of hard to describe. It's like a little bit of like trying too hard or trying to prove something is what I'm getting. There's really here. I'll just do this so you can kind of see what's going on there. There's a little something that I'm hiding there. So I'm getting that one person was trying too hard to like prove something or to be the man and be dominant. And no, it doesn't necessarily have to be a man in the relationship. That's just the energy. It's a very masculine, domineering kind of energy that was trying to maybe come in and take charge and be so strong and, never like crack or have a vulnerable moment or something like that. So I'm getting that was really messing up the relationship. And I'm getting with the way that this woman is in the card is that, it was fine. It was great. It was fun at first. It was all working out. But then it was just like, okay, I need this to balance out. Like, I need you to be okay being vulnerable as well and not always sitting here trying to prove something. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say too much. I don't want to say too much on YouTube, just because I know they will like take certain things down in certain contexts, But yeah, it was just really an energy of somebody trying too hard and being like on a mission, and they were so like singular viewed on a mission of like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna prove this and I'm gonna make you feel good, that it just ended up not being a great time for the person who is receiving this. It was like amazing at first because it was like, okay, this person is giving, they're allowing me to receive these things, they're paying attention to me and they want to make sure that my needs are being met. But then it was kind of wrapped up in this very like translucent, not super on the surface layer of like almost like a selfish pursuit a little bit of them being like because again, it like when it came down to it, it wasn't fully about this person making sure that their partner was feeling good and having their needs met. When it really, really boiled down to it, it was more about this person proving that they're a good partner and they can do their job right and blah, 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 and that, they can be a man and they can be tough. And so that obviously created kind of a rift between the two people, because the partner that was supposed to be on the receiving end of all this was like, okay, I'm feeling some vibes here, some energy, something's got to shift and change, because you're not actually fully listening to me and my needs. And I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that you have to be vulnerable and kind of chill out a little bit and stop trying to prove yourself so much. We just got to like calm down and just be on even grounds here. And when we were in a past energy, and this is past energy because this did come out in reverse, so this is something that we have gotten over now, thankfully. Oh goodness. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's see. Yes, this is something that we have gotten over. So again, the communication has gotten through. I think in the past, the partner that was on the receiving end of all of the, I'm trying to prove myself, would have been like, okay, like, here's what I need from you. I need you to open up and be a little bit more vulnerable and be like a little bit softer and not just trying to be like, I'm fucking here and I'm proving something. At first, that wasn't being received properly. This person was not able to hear that message. It was just getting misconstrued in their brain and the way that they were thinking that things are working. But again, that has been worked out. Something shifted. Again, I think the divine stepped in and really helped enlighten this person to be able to see the perspective and to be able to hear and receive their partner's message clearly instead of just filtering it through their own stuff that they were focusing on. And oh my goodness. So yeah, this person was just able to receive the message, and finally they were like, okay, I got it, I get it, I see what I need to do, so let's do it. And they put that into practice. Now we're coming back to a place of more balance, and things have been rekindled. The passion is reignited. There's no weird rift or weird feelings or stuckness between these two parties anymore. It's all good. It is all flowing again. Both people are equally leaning on each other and supporting each other. We're being open and vulnerable. We're not hiding things. We're not being closed off. We're not sitting here trying to just prove things and stuck in like, what I'm getting is like selfish pursuits that are masked in being selfless is what I'm getting. So again, I'm just really with that Chariot in reverse. It's a very, very strong energy of trying to prove you're a good partner and you can do the thing, and making it seem like it's for the other person when really it's for you and your own ego and your own self-esteem, right? And that happens. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no judgment, but we just have to get that in check because we were not listening to our partner and correctly hearing and understanding and meeting their needs, and thus we were kind of bypassing our own needs almost and making it harder for, it was like you were so focused on meeting this other person's needs, allegedly, that you weren't even realizing that you had your own, or whoever's resonating with the energy of being more closed off. And so it was just doing a disservice to both people, not just the person on the receiving end of the I'm trying to prove myself kind of thing. But things are turning around. Things are looking up. That definitely wants to be upright. Now, what about this one? Yeah, that wants to be in reverse. So, okay, I'm going to talk about these cards after, but this card, I want to talk about this card first. This is the Two of Cups, and it's in reverse. So I'm getting that the person who is having a hard time opening up and being vulnerable might have been feeling a little bit smothered by the situation, by the relationship. Again, I'm getting, we had it originally with the Ace of Swords, that the person that was having a hard time opening up and being vulnerable had a lot of difficult situations in past relationships where they were very burned, or they had difficult breakups, or they were mistreated, essentially. And so that is kind of what caused them to have a hard time with love and relationships in general. So why they would be feeling smothered in their current relationship is because they were having, it was just like hard for them to open up in love in general, because it's like it felt like when they did that in the past, they got burned for it. So then it's like every time it happened and it was coming around, even if things felt really good and really true for them, like this current time around with this current partner that we're talking about, there was still those hidden fears and things going on within them that were like, all right, like, I don't know if I'm fully safe here. I don't know if I can be fully vulnerable. I don't know if I can get in too deep because I don't want to get my heart broken again, which is basically the energy. So that's why they were feeling smothered and uncomfortable, and like they had to kind of push away and retract and shy away from love and deep connection, is because every time they were open and they were receiving that and they were vulnerable to that, it bit them in the butt. And so they don't want that to happen again. But I'm getting that whatever you've been doing really has helped them to feel safe and secure in this relationship this time around, and they're not feeling like you're going to turn around and fuck them over. Basically, you're like, nip it in the bud or whatever. Yeah, just whatever you're doing, they really get the vibe from you that you're very honest, you're very sincere, you're very genuine. You're not out here trying to do things to harm them or trying to get them to open up just to use it against them. Like, you're not playing weird mind mind games that they might have been dealing with in the past. So, you're a very trustworthy person. You're a very good supportive partner, I'm getting. So that's why they're able to now slowly start opening up more and allowing themselves to be more open and vulnerable and trusting of you. With the Ace of Swords, like, this person is literally letting themselves be handcuffed to a bed by this other person. Like, that is a great deal and level of trust they need. Now, I'm not saying you're doing this actually. It's more metaphorically, symbolically. The symbolism of being like handcuffed or chained or tied to something, to me, is allowing themselves to be solid and like all in a committed relationship, not 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Just think, to that kind of energy of, if anything goes to shit, I'm not fully in, I'm like halfway out, so it's so much easier to just jump all the way out. No, like, they're allowing themselves to fully be immersed in this situation, in this experience, in this relationship with you, because there's something about you that they know that they can trust and that is genuine, and you're not here trying to make their life a living hell kind of thing. So then we have the King of Wands. So again, a lot of masculine energy, a lot of passion, a lot of sexual energy, but I'm getting like, don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm just going to cover up just a little bit on this card, but you see, like, he is happily accepting this hug from this woman here. So again, it's like, I'm getting this energy of, you don't have to be strong all the time. You can kind of let yourself, you can let your guard down a little bit. You can allow yourself to be supported by your partner and accept their help and their love, and you can both be equally vulnerable together. And that's what I'm getting from this card, is because these people are both equally naked. They both got capes on, they both got boots on and crowns. That's amazing. That's all you need. But again, they're hugging, they're embracing, and this man is allowing himself to receive that support and that comfort, instead of being like, no, 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 I'm strong, I got it all by myself. This reference keeps coming up in my head as I'm doing this reading around this energy of trying to be strong and trying to handle it all. Is I just watched Encanto the other day. I'm sorry if I'm totally butchering that pronunciation, but it's that new animated movie about Colombian culture and family life and stuff. And there's the one character, Luisa, who is like the oh my gosh, the family member that carries all of the burdens. She's the strong woman. She's got to hold it all together. And one of her struggles is in the movie is not knowing if she can take and carry all of the weight of the family issues and the situation. So she kind of has this whole breakdown moment of like, what if I can't carry it all on my back? What if I'm not strong enough to deal with this? Like, I gotta be strong. I gotta have a handle on all of this because I'm the backbone of this family. So to me, this is the energy that I'm getting from this person in this relationship who is trying to be strong and trying to carry it all. Is they're like, okay, I have to be the strong one. I have to be able to just carry it and be tough. I can't have a weak moment because I'm the backbone or I'm the rock of this relationship. So I can't be vulnerable. I can't let my guard down, blah, 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 blah. And that's just not true. It shouldn't be up to just one person to carry the weight of the entire relationship, and it shouldn't be one person who is just the solid rock. Again, it's about equal things here, equal grounds, equal give and take, equal support, equal groundedness from both parties. So it shouldn't just be one person feeling like they're holding down the entirety of the relationship and the other person is just going off and doing whatever they want to do carefree. So that's what I'm getting, is we are coming back to a place of being able to regain and maintain this balance of like, both parties can feel safe, both parties can let their guard down, because what really even is a romantic relationship if you don't feel safe and you don't feel like you can let your guard down with this person? This should be the one area and one relationship in your life where you really, really are safe and supported by the other person. All right, so we are coming back into a place of balance, and we're getting rid of that fear and those old situations, those are old heartbreaks and things that went wrong. All right, so the final card we have for this reading is the Sun card. I'm just going to cover up a teeny little bit on this card. Have the Sun card, which is the happiest, most positive card in the entire deck. So again, things are coming around. Things are turning out more positive. Again, we're both equally vulnerable here. We're both connecting on an equal level. One person is not hiding or shying away. The other person is not completely leaving themselves open, and the other person isn't meeting that same energy. No, we're here, we're embracing. There's a lot of positivity here. There's a lot of fruitfulness, a lot of fertile, abundant energy. yeah, there's just a lot of beautiful things, and it's a coming together I'm getting. Again, we're able to just really share in each other's company in this energy. We're able to be both vulnerable, both supported, and loved and understood by the other person. One person is not feeling like they're being left out in the cold, kind of thing, and the other person doesn't feel like they have to shy away and kind of hermit crab out in their little shell. It's just overall, it's just an amazing positive energy, and now we're moving away from the problems and the struggles that might have existed in the relationship or any hangups, and now we're just able to fully enjoy the bliss and the magic of being in a committed relationship to one another. Is just being able to enjoy the genuine company of the other person and having that connection between you two, and all of the wonderful perks, I want to say, the wonderful things, the gifts that come with that come with being connected and in a relationship with somebody. So that's amazing that we've really cleared out all of the things that were causing some hangups, and sticking some of the energy up, and we're allowed to just be open and free and just enjoy and embrace these circumstances, is what I'm getting. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it there for this reading today. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed. I hope that YouTube does not take this shit down. Yeah, and I really hope that this resonated. If this is your situation, I hope that it helped you and it was what you needed to hear. Even if we're not quite here yet at the sun energy where everything has been resolved, we are well on our way there. Okay, the fact that this reading was closed off by the sun is like an amazing sign. So definitely be optimistic about the situation. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. You know, if you are the person that is having a hard time opening up and being vulnerable, be patient and compassionate with yourself. Understand that it's coming from a true place and a very valid place to be and feel that way in the first place, but it is also safe for you to start taking down those walls at your own pace, okay? And just know that this person is here. They genuinely love you and are trying to support you, and they're not out here to do some shady shit or some mind games or to fuck you over or anything like that, okay, guys? So again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence in this reading, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whenever you're getting here, a wonderful rest of your Valentine's Day, and yeah, my buddy Oyuk and I will see you all soon, all right? So goodbye, guys, and I will also be going on to Patreon to record the extended reading where I pull some oracle cards. So we're gonna get some more lovey-dovey messages there. Okay, guys. So have a wonderful rest of your day, night, buddy. You can. I will see you all soon. So goodbye, guys.